All right. Hello, everybody. We are back for another Shatterdaze. I got the puppy with me. If she wants to make a quick. She wants to lay on the floor. We got the puppy here. We got the kitties here. Where as soon as I say the word Shatterdaze, they come from out the woodworks. She just knows it. All right. So hopefully everyone is doing well this fine Saturday. I am hanging in there. I don't have my arm in the sling, if you notice. To just hang out over here today. You let me get a little bit in without you stealing the show. She just has to steal the show. Well, there's the panda. So get ready for some panda for a while, as always. There we go. At least keep me in the shot. I can take that. So, hopefully everyone is doing well. We got a bong. We got a cat. We have another cat and a dog and three more cats. So, cats, dogs, bongs. My Saturday is going pretty good. So, cheers, everybody. Try to get that away from the cat. We are smoking on some white runts this evening, which is actually some pretty good stuff. Some of the better pot I've had in quite a while. uh, it's been a little bit hit and miss on the old cheap scale at the dispensaries. So things are going good. Big Mo and AZ said earlier, sweet collection of goods. Oh, hope you saw something. Which I think he was referring to the picture that comes up as my like automatic picture when like waiting for a stream and shit like that. It's an old picture, very old. Right now, I don't have hardly any collection of goods. I got a couple of dabs and I got a little bit of weed, but we are hanging out and we're doing it. I'm still waiting on the next grow I have. That's my big thing. Right now, I'm sitting on, I just germinated 6 seeds, 100% germination rate. I got 6 plants going. So they're looking great. I should have took some photos to share. The biggest one's probably already like here, decent little plant. Some tropical blizzard is what I'm growing, even though there's some weird stuff about the grower going on that I didn't know. Green Shop Farms, nothing big. I was hoping to get an interview with the dude and try to talk to him, see what's going on. But I have had very little luck with people actually following through on interviews, even when they say they're going to do one, like they say they would, or all the agreements. It's hard to actually buckle it down and get a time and a date and a way to do it. So, but that was one I tried. No luck so far, but I got some tropical blizzard coming up. Very happy about those plants. They're almost ready to be sexed, and yeah, get a mother plant going, get the clones going, start filling up some rooms. It's a long process what I did, and it's unfortunate because I've needed some chronic for a while now, and I've been stuck buying some iffy stuff. But things are what they are. Uh, yeah, sorry to go on so late this evening, but I got totally wrapped up in movie editing, editing a video of last night's performance that Condemned to Burn did at this place called Moe's Original Barbecue. So it might be on this channel, it might be on another channel. And then I've also been editing a video that we did at the venue a couple weeks ago, but the sound was just fucking terrible that night. And just didn't have a great night. It was also our drummer's first night, so that's how it goes. Kenzie, hiya, friends, she says. Now, maybe it's just me, but I see 0 people in this room. I'm thinking my computer is freaking out because I'm also currently I'm processing a video in another program. And I think it's just a little bit too much at the moment. So I will try pausing it, see if that frees up a little anything. But right now it says I got 0 people in the room, so correct me if I'm wrong. But hello, Kenzie. Hopefully all is well. Maybe I should shut down this stream and start again or something along those lines. Can't really tell. But is what it is. So smooth. Okay, well, hey, if it's coming in smooth, that's all that matters. So, Kenzie says, "Holy shit, have you ever smoked a bong with an ash catcher?" Yes, I have. I love those. I've always known about them, but never have I smoked with my brothers in December. Guide on 420, and it's fucking life changing. So smooth. That's what's so smooth. Okay, awesome. Yes, I have a shit ton. I have a really cool one. I have a really cool one right here, actually, that I've had forever. I mean, well over 10 years. So it kind of clicks into a bong, and then it has the water in there. Really big, nice ash catcher right there. Um, I have down stem ones. I have probably like 5 of them. For some reason, it's just hard to find one that works really well with the bong. So once you find a combination that works well, awesome. Ganja Bunny, sorry I'm late. Dabbing on some Forbidden Punch. Okay, see, now it looks like people are coming in, and that's good. I just wasn't sure. It's no worries. I just, I'm rendering a video on my fucking computer, and I was just worried it was coming through really bad for you guys, or not at all, or something along those lines. Kenzie, it's been super nice because I've been sick since last weekend, which sucks. I still cough, but I don't die. It's a lot smoother. So on that note, cheers. Look at that, passed out. She is breathing fine, but passed out. Big Mo's dabbing to the heart. Dab into the heart. Kenzie, yeah, I do have that problem. It rubs into the beaker part of my big bong, so it kind of has to sit off to the side awkwardly. Doesn't affect it for functionally. See, and that's the thing. Especially like this one's huge, so either it's so big that it knocks over the bong, or it hits the floor, or this or that. And I have like 4 more, so it's they when they work, they're perfect. And if you get one that someone like made as a matching set, sometimes that helps. But I've had people make a matching set that I didn't like either. And I've had some that sit in a way that they're too much like that. So when you hit it, the water just always pours out of it. And I've had some that have a carb on the side of the bong of the pool stem. So it's kind of just a weird thing. And I've had some that don't have any carb and no pool stem. So like there's always smoke in it. They get funky, but I do really like them. Cheers, Venom, says Big Mo. And Kenzie's, he says, and the Ganja Bunnies. Yes. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for showing up. Having a good night. Yeah. I'm still recovering from last night doing a show, and it went good. I did 2 shows last night. I went to a concert right after I did a show, which I'm not a huge fan of. It just made it everything rushed, and this is bad. But things are doing really good with the band. Just got signed up for another show with a real, actual, notable band in the genre of music that we actually make, and at damn near my favorite club in Denver right now. So like, super super excited, and it's coming up soon. So really gotta get up my shit together. Oh. Kenzie just said something about the bong. I'm guessing I just got some pictures. Oh, of your ash catcher, I bet. Yes. So, see, it still says no one is on. So I'm like, I don't know. It's hard to tell if anybody is here. So hopefully you're still here because you're sending me pictures. Oh, yeah. Look at that thing. So that's a big ass one. Seeing it's curving into it. But sometimes when they're big, it really works. Yeah, it says 1 watching for me. Hey, 1's better than 0. And it could be 1. It could be just me and you. If there's anyone else here, roll call it out for us just in case. But is that an envy bone too? Or is it, oh, and that's the mouthpiece, huh? The mouth catcher too. So it's a little hard to get over to you, and I only got one functioning arm. See, Big Mo, and he's got one watching too. So there should be two. There should be three people. Mine has been saying zero. Oh yeah, it's an envy shower perk. See those envies? I'm obsessed with those bongs too. So I know your bong. Don't judge the gross bong. Hey, if I could show you all my gross bongs right now. I have no rubbing alcohol gets expensive fast. Looks like you have damn near the same webcam I have too. Hey, it's me. I can see me. I can see me right now. That's awesome. uh, so, speaking of which, of sharing pictures, we got the official Doggy DNA test back today. The water is clean. Hey, and that actually makes a difference. Even with a dirty bong, clean water makes a difference. So we got some pictures of the Phoenix. That's our puppy. Yeah. Yeah. So there's that. All right, one last guess. Anybody wants to guess what type? Ooh, and it's a new mouthpiece filter too, which is cool. Oh, look at that smoosh face. Yeah, are you jealous? Jealous. All right. So, yeah. Bam. So we got some things. So I have to just do it off of memory because I can't remember. Seems like no one is going to be on this evening, which is weird. But I'm guessing it's my stream is probably really bad or something like that because I'm doing that video rendering. Maybe I don't know. But if it seems like it's coming through good, maybe it's just not a popular night for the old me. But so I should do a drum roll. But so my puppy, the puppy Phoenix, she is 49% American Pit Bull or Pit Bull or whatever. So she's mostly Pit Bull. We're guessing one of her parents was full bred Pit Bull. And then see if I can get these all right. Believe she is 14% German Shepherd. So yeah. So we got 49% Pit Bull, 14% German Shepherd, 13% Chow, and then 9% Rottweiler. So some really crazy stuff in there. And then the rest of it is like a super mutt or something like that, where it's just like a blend of a few. It could be a lot of different things mixed, something like that. They had an interesting definition, but yeah. So she's primarily a pit bull, and then she has some German Shepherd, Chow, Rottweiler, and the Chow is probably where she gets this scrunchy face from. I was so close. I forgot to look at your thing. I know you made a guess. Yeah, let's see. Hold on. And I'll tell my girlfriend, and we'll because she was doing a little contest thing. We'll have to send it out. I know you made some guesses. Okay, a few. So, Find Peace said Boxer Pitbull mix, maybe some Jack Russell and Lab. Okay. In Memory of Jordan said Pitbull and some kind of hound. Maybe Phoenix Grandpa was kind of a Min Pin Chihuahua thing. So that was interesting. And then you said American Pit Bull Terrier, German Shepherd, and some smaller type of dog, like a Jack Russell. So that's the second kind of Jack Russell. So you're damn close on the two main ones. Classics here. Hey, Venom, brought some lilac diesel flower. I need it for nausea, which is good if it's like a good strain for nausea, is what I'm saying. That's good. Well, damn, Kenzie, I'm gonna tell my girlfriend, and she's doing a thing, and for whoever guesses close, she's gonna send a piece of jewelry. So I think you're the closest out of all my people, and I don't know how many people on her like Facebook and Instagram have answered her stuff. I didn't check. So, but I'm guessing that you probably want some jewelry. So we will send you out some stuff here probably pretty soon. So that's really cool. Classic, good to have you. Big Mo, good to have you. Cheers, everybody. I'm smoking on some white runts, and it's actually some of the better pot I've had in a long time. So cheers to you guys. Hopefully all is going well in dreamy Dreamsville, as it so happens to be. Um, Mine's a little fried at the moment, like I said, from just doing videos for hours and hours and hours. Low knock, what up? The mighty low knock. What up? Just got home from work, about to smoke some dabs. Yes, good. Well, hopefully, it seems like people are kind of rolling in. I now say two people are on here. Like I said, just interesting on the numbers. Not so much that I'm disappointed that they're low. I just feel like it's actually higher than that. And my computer just sucks. I got a computer, and I remember I kind of fucked up buying this laptop. I was going for music production, so I'm like, what's pretty much what I need, the basics. So they're like, the two things you want to kind of go for is a solid state drive, so you can get everything really quickly. And I've always heard that that's just cool to have. And then at least 16 gig of RAM. So I'm like, okay, that seems the easy thing to look out for. So I got something with, I think, 32 gig of RAM, maybe, so double what I need. I think that's what I got, or even 16. I can't remember. It's probably only 16. But and then like such a small hard drive of solid state. Like I knew it was gonna be small, and I'm like, oh, I can just add an external hard drive and it'll be fine. But I'm like, it's so small that like it filled up really quick, so just fucked up a lot. Really a little disappointed in the computer I got. It worked for a while, but now, like I said, when I'm running big programs and like streaming and rendering this video program on Power Director, Cyberlink Power Director is what I'm running at this very moment at the same time. And my computer is just like not doing good. I can see my I mean, if I'm coming through to you, that's good. You tell me. Good reception? Then hey, we're fine. She doesn't mind. Look how cute the kitty is. It's nice and warm in here, so I'm guessing maybe that's why the cat likes chilling here. But I've always kind of wondered why she wants to chill in the light. It's so fucking bright in here when I'm streaming. I'm like, are you seriously? You want to like close your eyes and just chill? One of the things I've always kind of thought to be true, no real evidence of it, but like cats are pretty nocturnal, right? So I feel like they have adapted to sleeping in really bright lights. So I'm guessing their eyelids are pretty thick and they got fur on it. So when they close their eyes, it's like having a sleep mask on. You know what I mean? Like it's probably really good at blocking out all the light. So that's why she's probably pretty good at just being here and just closing her eyes. Oh, and apparently they have two eyelids too, which I kind of knew. I've seen. So between all that shit, I feel like cats are. That's why she's like sitting here with like seriously like blinding lights in her face, and she's just closes her eyes and takes a nap. They also seem to be able to just like. I mean, they're very sensitive to sound, but I've known multiple cats that will just fall asleep on top of a speaker that's just blasting any type of music you want to blast. They just fucking are totally. They have really weird double standards for themselves. Like I said, they seem very sensitive to light, yet at the same time can withstand it. Very sensitive to noise, but at times they just fucking love it. So I don't know. They're good stuff. Ganja Bunnies got some Tropicana cookies. Tropicana cookies. Smoking the flowers. Smoking them flowers. Um, I'm growing some tropical blizzard. I don't know if there's actually any correlation directly to Tropicana stuff. I've heard that Tropicana stuff, which just makes me think of was it that fruit juice? Low knock. Cheers. I'm smoking on some triple diesel dabs. I like the diesel dabs, triple diesel dabs. That's a fun one to say. Oh, and what's Big Mo got? Garlic cookies sprinkled with white truffles. That sounds like food. like a that actually sounds like a good what am I thinking? Like a savory thing. I know people who really don't dig the savory and garlicky flavors or the gassy flavors. Some people just they're picky. No, I'm just joking. I've been asked what my favorite flavors are smoking, and it's hard for me to point down. I mean, I've actually had some good gassy, smoky, or like not smoky, gassy, like man, I forget some of the weird, gross flavors that we were looking at on when we were looking at seed banks. I mean, everything from like oil soaked rag and well, skunk. Skunk is a horrible thing. The puppy got skunked in the face once, and it was horrible. I felt so fucking bad because it happened at my place, and me and my girlfriend were just dating, and the puppy was in like, so she was not living here, and it was just a horrible experience, and I felt so terrible. And she's a very good smelling dog. You know what I mean? She just smells very not pleasant all the time. And it just hurt my soul having that dog fucking skunked. And it was very depressing. And I felt very just like maybe not responsible, but just upset. And she couldn't tell her that it was, I mean, it happened outside. So it was just the whole thing was terrible. But the fact is, she smells great again. And it's kind of like many things. You don't appreciate it until you think about it. But yes, the fact that she doesn't smell like fucking skunk is fucking amazing. But she's so cute. She shouldn't smell like skunk. And it looks like she's seriously embarrassed. You're fine. That was not your fault. You did not smell like skunks. You didn't smell like skunks because you wanted to. It wasn't your fault. You were protecting the yard. You did a good job. She's so sensitive. You're so sensitive, but you did a good job. You did a really good job. You want to say hi to everybody? You have to get up really high, though. No. The puppy, the kitty's right here, so it's a little hard to see her. But there's a happy puppy here. You could probably hear some ears. Yeah. She doesn't, it's not the best way to jump up here. And I'm wearing like pajamas, so. But anyway, let's load up a bowl, do a dab. It's already 10 o'clock at night. Pretty late for me. I've been busy, so I lost track of time and yada yada. And I do work in the morning, so I am back to work full time, just doing my normal job. I have to wear a sling when I'm at work, mostly to remind everybody, including myself, that I can't use it. You know what I mean? If you have it free, people ask you to move shit all day, and I'm like, I can't actually lift up heavy weight with my right arm. So things are interesting, but yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna smoke a bowl, do a dab, and probably call it a pretty quick night, especially since I'm having so much trouble with my computer handling all this shit. I mean, I'll be on for that'll probably take me like forever. I'm just letting you guys know. 420 still getting more great deals for 420. That's kind of cool. Fucking I am currently in between everything, money, my medical card, even my license is expired right now. I have so much shit I need to update and upgrade and updo. I'm just kind of falling behind on everything. But I've just got over surgery and I just got over all this shit. And I've had a lot of shows and a lot of fucking shit that I've been doing with the band. Just little stuff like designing a really cool t-shirt. If anybody follows it, it's like a South Park themed thing that we have going on for the band, and it was pretty cool. Just very fitting since we're from Colorado and we all love South Park, and it just worked out really cool. So those are cool. So a lot of cool stuff. It's just been very time consuming, and yeah. So I'd love to do more of the show, but that shit's even huger. So Big Mo. Pop's got a sling along with permanent pacemaker Easter Sunday. Holy shit, 93. And resting at home. He's 93. Damn. I pacemaker. It sounds like me in my near future. A sling with a pacemaker. No, I'm just joking. I am sorry to hear that. Hopefully he's doing well. I know for 93, shit's fucking crazy. So, but much love goes out to your pops, dude. Fucking health issues is crazy. Pot helps keep me stoned and happy and laughing and not thinking about health stuff for the most part. You want to come over here? You want to come over here? Say hi to everybody? Yeah. There everybody is. Missed you guys. Oh my god, she makes the cutest little squeaks. Classic. Got some 1 gram distillate for like $10. So I have noticed that the price of uh, hash has gone down a lot in Denver, and I'm wondering if that's a. It's just weird because I was worried that it would go up because you can only buy shit one less than a quarter of what you used to be able to at the dispensaries. You used to be able to buy 40 grams, and now you can only buy 8. So, I mean, crazy, yeah, cut down. So I'm like, oh, well, usually the more you buy, the cheaper it is, type deal. But it looks like they kind of saw that coming. So they're like, okay, we just got to drop our prices for pretty much everybody. Distillate is really good. I highly recommend it. It's one of the cleaner ways I've seen to do it. And it always makes a pretty decent product that you can do a bunch of stuff with. You can definitely dab it. You can fucking mix it into any edible. You can just fucking eat it because it's fucking so honey like. You could just put it on a cracker and probably get blasted. I'm guessing. I think it's already been activated too, since it's been the way the concentrate has been heated, that it's already totally ingestible already. So it's really good for fucking edibles and shit like that, if I'm not mistaken. Big Mo, the shatter has the best effect with inflammation for me. Got 10 grams of shatter right now. I'm such a stoner. I never think about what it's actually helping or not helping. It just ends up being anymore, and we're broke, so it's like we get the small, like whatever the cheapest thing is. So it's more like I'm not thinking about like judging it on too much, other than this has been a few years in the making, but it's like, how harsh is the smoke? Because if I'm coughing my brains out and it tastes like shit, even if I get really stoned, it's very unpleasant and it's not very medicinal anymore, if that makes sense. You're coughing and dying. It's really hard to, get the medicinal quality that I'm looking for. Lonock, I'm out of flour, but I found 2 pieces of bud on the floor. Oh, that's harsh, bro. I'm pretty on the bottom of the barrel. I've had to mooch more in the last 6 months, I'd say, really hard. Uh, than I have in the last 6 years, easily, if not more. I was doing quite well for myself in the grand scheme of things, and shit, I'm scraping shit to get by. And the biggest thing I ask for is just pot, because I don't have my med card and I don't have any money. I'm like, if you want to help me out in any way, uh, this ounce was $30 and it was pretty good. So what are you gonna do, man? All right, Big Mo for sure. Terps are first. I mean, and it's terps, and I think just s- if something goes wrong in the grow, there's a lot of things they'll do to it to kind of save it, but it ends up making quite harsh products. So it really does show that something went right. Which anymore, when you're on such a tight time frame and people fucking just want their money and don't really care about anything but actual yield of the product, and you end up fucking paying for it with your own lungs. And that's why I'm also afraid. It sucks to say that because pot's a really they found a way to make pot even more uh, even less medicinal. Like I said, if you're coughing your brains out and you don't know exactly what went into it, they could have been growing it with some crazy shit and using different pesticides and nutrient sprays and not flushing it properly. And I've heard everything all the way up to fucking dipping it in certain types of acids to get rid of molds and pests. I'm like, uh, and then they sell it to people to make profit because you have a big investment and you can't fucking fuck that up. And that's what being a grower is about. And I'm like for these big companies, and I'm like, yeah, dude, that's rough, and it's not my. I don't know how I feel about that. That's how they get tobacco to be a certain amount of consistency, and that's why I wonder why there's so many chemicals involved in tobacco. I'm like, why would they add that much shit to account, because tobacco is not the worst thing in the world, but then they add all these crazy chemicals. A lot of that is because without doing that, you can't grow fields and fields of it and mass produce it on such a fucking scale that you can pretty much guarantee it's every fucking Marlboro is going to be the exact same as the next. You have to do a lot of processing and a lot of fucking there's a lot of control in that, which results in, again, you get the product, you get sold, but people fucking pay for it. And I don't know, man. Pot's starting to look very similar, which is a bum. All right, Stanky Dan 420. Cheers, bro. I just subbed a week ago. I can't smoke. I just had surgery. Uh-oh, smoke a fat one for me. There be fucking lung surgery. No, I'm just joking. I wasn't supposed to smoke before or after my surgery, but smoking I did. Drinking, I was looking for a pretty good excuse to just kind of stop drinking anyway. Last night though, I had literally two drinks, mouthfuls barely of a beer because I was very thirsty at a very hot fucking hernia surgery. See, yeah, and I was joking, like I said, laughing on the first part. Uh, yeah, if you can't cough, dude, fucking my girlfriend got her appendix removed. Yeah, is that right? I feel like a stoner, and I'm like, I could be saying something really stupid there. But I believe it was her appendix just was removed, and she just couldn't cough. So it's like pretty much no smoking, which was really hard. You're all good, brother. How was your day? My day, okay. I slept in super late because I was really pumped last night. Last night I did a concert uh, with my band, which was really cool. It went pretty damn good. It was at this cool barbecue place with bowling alley on the other. Like, it's connected, so like the whole place is in this giant U, and the connection is very thin. So like the stage is on one end, and then there's a bowling alley on the other end, but you can't see them because there's a huge wall in between, which is a bummer. Because I'm like, it'd be kind of cool if there wasn't. So, and then it's U'd out. So you have the entrance right in the middle, and you come in. You can either go to the bowling alley with a little tiny arcade, or you can go to the place with the stage with the live music. And there's a bunch of booths for eating all lined up, and a bar. on the side with the stage. So it's a great place. It's really cool. I wish I could have had more fun there, but it is how it is. It wasn't super popping, but it was all right. It was pretty packed. Had that show, got done with it, loaded up, got everything taken care of because it takes a minute to load up, even when you have one fucking arm in a sling and fucking your band's supposed to be helping you out. And well, I mean, I'm. It's not that they don't help me out; they do most of the stuff, and I feel bad. But with one arm, I shouldn't be doing anything. And then everyone thinks you're a diva, but I'm like, I shouldn't be doing anything. Anyway, the point being is, after I set up, I went right from there to the Amorphous concert. Got in within a song or two of them starting, and checked out that concert, and it was great. So had a great time. Uh, it just went good all around. I just was a little spent, and today I'm a little sore and all that shit. Marty McKee, Marty, what McKee? Well, I don't want to say your last name, Marty. Hey, how's everyone doing? Good to see you, dude. Frankie, hey. And what does he say? I'm glad you didn't. I didn't miss this live. Yeah, I'm glad. Stanky Dan says hello. And what kind of music do I play? I'm in a metal band. Uh, I think darkened thrash is a good way. So it's like death metal thrash mix somewhere in there. I think is a good way to describe it. I'm working on a video. There's a bunch of videos on my YouTube right now, but I'm not super impressed with pretty much any of them. There's a couple of them on Condemned to Burn. That's the name of the band. Condemned to Burn's website or YouTube channel. Not super impressed with those. Last night we did a pretty good video. The recording of the audio is not great, but we started doing good. It was our first night where everyone in the band had in-ear monitors, and that helped pretty good. So, bam. Stanky Dank. I think it called you Stanky Dan. I haven't seen Dan Mickey D in a while, too. Hopefully, Mickey D, if you're ever out there, hopefully you're doing good. All right. My kind of music. That's cool. One of my favorite bands is As I Lay Dying. Have you ever heard of them? Heard of them, yes, but I don't know them well. Uh, I can't sing, but I can fart, hence my name, Stanky Dank. That's funny. Uh, I don't do a lot of clean vocals. I like to think that I am capable of it. And I do have another band called it's a solo project for the most part. Uh, and I get other people to collaborate if I can, which I haven't been able to because it's one thing at a time when you're working full time. But it's a I do a little bit of clean vocals in this band called Purple Shark that I do, and then yeah, I've been meaning to get back into my solo projects too, and all this stuff. I'm just now back to the point where I can hold a lighter and do this with my right arm, so I can't quite play music yet. I just had a minor surgery on my shoulder, so because I'm back pretty quick, a lot quicker than I thought it would be. But I can pretty much get this water. This is too much water, actually, but that's about the limit of what I can hold. Lonock, I'm a hardcore fan of Typo Negative, and but I've been like 4 months sober from alcohol, so I haven't been listening to them as much. Some bands and going to shows really does make me want to have at least a beer or two. It's the only time, actually. I don't drink at parties because I don't really go to them, and even if I do, parties and drinking's not super my thing. Um, by any means. It's not the same. Going to bars isn't super my thing. And then but going to concerts is. But usually I can still enjoy a concert but it does help me. It's a bit of a social thing. I try to be a social drinker. Shit like that. I don't know. It is what it is. Stanky dank. Good job on your sobriety, brother. Yeah, fucking yeah, low knock. If you're like doing it on your thing, if you're doing it on purpose, then congratulations on your sobriety. If you just haven't been around alcohol for a while, then Congratulations on that too. No, just joking. Uh, Weed is better than alcohol, says Frankie. Definitely. But you know what? I've thought about this, especially when I'm doing shows. Yeah, and Lonox says, yeah, I was drinking a lot. Then yeah, and then when I first joined this band, they like to drink quite a bit, and I like to party, and the whole thing was like equaling me getting fucked up a lot. And we play thrash metal, and it just was like, yeah, I was getting a little too into it. Um, that being said, I the surgery was a good excuse to stop drinking because I've been on pain pills for a while, and that mix is horrible. And it's just worked out better now. So I'm trying to cut back on drinking. And performance wise, I would love to cut drinking out completely, and I would, but I can't just smoke a blunt on stage. Even though I've seen a couple rappers do it, they haven't let me do it yet. If you know what I mean, I don't know how I could get away with it. If I knew I was gonna get kicked out of a place and not ever go there again, then I'd do it. Or if I was given the okay or some shit, I don't know. But yeah, Big Mo quit tobacco 7 years ago, and yeah, that's been Big Mo, and it's been a while since my last drink. Yeah, like I said, me too. I had like literally 2 sips, and it was not big sips. It was because I was in a fucking mosh pit. My girlfriend had a beer, and I paid for it. It was $10, and I'm like, yeah, I'm so fucking thirsty. I just need something. I just smoked a bong. I brought a bong similar in size to this to the venue as I was smoking it in the fucking parking lot before I went to the concert. In between concerts, because I knew when I do a show, I have to show up like at 5 o'clock to do sound check, which actually went well last night. They sound checked us fucking good, and there's a good guy who knew what he was doing. We all had in ear monitors. Like last night went well. That's why I just spent like 5 hours doing fucking video editing on the show last night. So I'm probably gonna post that shit. But you get there at like 5, but you don't have a show. We were the first ones on. It was on at 8. Sometimes you're the last one on, and you're on at like 11. And I'm like, dude, that's fucking 6 hours of just hanging out. So I'm like, I bring a bong, full on bong, weed, my phone, fucking. I hang out in my car for a lot of it because I have like, yeah, so I can just hang out. And if you're not drinking, it's hard at a bar for that long to do something. So the biggest thing you can do is find something to do waiting to play. And most places don't really have a green room that great. And what are you gonna do in there? Because they don't let you smoke weed in there. Frankie, I admit though, I can enjoy a beer with a joint, but most of the time I just smoke weed. Yeah. I think the goal for me isn't to quit drinking permanently. It's to drink like once a month or something, like to do it when I want to, very rarely, and not go overboard with it. It would be good. And I don't drink if I have to work the next day, shit like that, because shit like that's fucked. Um, like I said, it's a really good time for me to stop drinking, and my girlfriend shouldn't be drinking. It's not good for anybody that you care about. That's how I feel. I wish everyone in my life that I cared about wasn't drinking at all. And if I thought that magically that would happen by me never having a drink again, I'd never have a fucking sip of alcohol again in my life. And I'm already pretty close, so it's not a big deal. But cheers to that. I just wish that I could save so many lives, past and future, and probably this very fucking second, if I could have gotten to smoke weed instead of drink. You know, mostly vehicles. Drinking and driving. I'm named after someone who died in a drinking and driving accident. So stay safe, smoke weed, don't drink and drive, which is almost impossible when you're at a bar or a club or a concert. So it gets fucked up, dude. My goal is to have what I was drinking at a concert. I just like drink like 2 or 3 beers or 4 or 5 or whatever, drinking immediately, however many I'm going to, and then stop for the rest of the concert, which is hard to do. But like I said, it's the only way that I'd be sober enough to like get the fuck home and shit. All right, Kenzie, that bong is so pretty. Where is it from? Actually, Peppermint Gypsy, my amazing sister, gave me this bong. It's pretty dirty. It's you're talking about how dirty it was. See, it's got Bob Marley frosted into it. I really like the shape and the color, and it's become one of my favorite bongs. Um, Super big fan. Bob Marley's great. I mean, to be 100% honest, I kind of stopped listening to reggae a little bit over the last 7 years when I got the dreadlocks because I'm like, I just don't, I don't know. I don't want some association where you're like, oh, are you like a Rastafarian? Because I'm not. And he was very Rastafarian, and there's a lot of religious overtones in his music, and it's not exactly my jam. I like Justice in the Limits, or Rostosaurus is a better name for that band, but they're a local band from Colorado who do like New American reggae is what it's called, and it's not what I would have. I didn't come up with that name, but New American reggae is what they call it, and they're really good. And it's kind of like and some other bands I'm trying to think of kind of do this. It's reggae, but it's got a different feel to it, almost like the Sublimey thing. And God, there's another band. I'm missing some big bands I like there who do this type of music, but none are really clicking right now. So, uh, but yeah, awesome bong. I got like a ton. Like she also gave me this bong. I love this bong. It's my down stem with Bart Simpson in it, which I love that one. But I love these old school bongs, and they're all super old. And her best friend, who's also a really cool friend of mine, gave me a lot of her old bubblers and her old bongs. So I got all these cool bubblers and cool pipes. She gave me like 30 pipes. Um, this cool one. This one doesn't sit very well. It's very rocky. But so tons of cool stuff she gave me. I wish I could get more people to donate, like old hippies and the old fucking stoners who can't smoke for one reason or another. They could totally send all their pieces my way. I would love to. Although my collection's getting quite huge. Um, and the pipes were, I don't smoke a lot of pipes, but my girlfriend does, so it worked out really, really well. Hooked on Fox, thanks for calling me old. I said that the bongs were really old. Uh, and I said, I think they're old. I don't know how old any of these bongs actually are. I don't know how old this one is. I don't know how old this one is. This one feels like it's quite an old bong just because of the style. But damn, it's so big. And it has, oh yeah, it has a 12-inch, no, an 18-inch instead of a 14-inch. If I might, again, I'm kind of stoning out of it. Down stem. No, usually I know that. I think it's 18 millimeter inch, 18 millimeter down stem. And I had one of these old school down stems. So I mean, like, I'm guessing they're quite old. They are pretty old. As I say, some of these down stems where they slide in, they don't really make bongs like that anymore. Which I had a great idea of. So if I was blowing glass and doing, which I want to get into, it's just expensive, and I already am overbooked on everything. That's how my life has been forever. But anyway, uh, if I start getting into blowing glass, one of the big ones I wanted to do is literally just connect something like this, all out of quartz, obviously. And I have a homie who could do it for me. But so it's a down stem that slides and goes up, but it's a, what you call it, bam, locks in, and you can turn all your old pieces into dab rigs. And I'm like, I bet you anything that would fucking sell and be really cool. It'd be hard to find a market for it because it'd be like old bongs and stuff. But once it did, it would be really cool. At least it'd be very custom, and I've never seen anybody do it. And make a cool way to use your old bongs and shit like that. Hooked on Phonics. Most of them are early 2000s or slightly older. Yeah, so pretty old. Uh, okay, Frankie, Slightly Stupid is a good reggae band. Yeah, so that's a good one that's kind of in that same vein. And God, it still didn't fucking help me click which one I'm looking for on the top of my head. But yes, Slightly Stupid. Uh, I can't remember the other ones I said. Pepper. Even Modest Yahoo, his old stuff was pretty cool. Um, Justice in the Limits, where it's like Justus or some shit. It was Rostosaurus before. They're really, really good. And again, like Sublime. I'm not, once again, like Scott starts getting a little, I'm not big into the horns and stuff in reggae, but I really like Peter Tosh's old stuff. I mean, it was classic. And then Bob Marley. I was kind of raised listening to them. So, and then Frankie, are you a fan of Corn? I like the album Life is Peachy. Thought that was a really good album. It's just good, and it's just it was still edgy and different and just cool. Uh, that was the album I liked from Korn the most. And I think the next album after that, 'cause it's also one of their first, I think the next one was okay too. And then I just kind of stopped listening to them. They got huge. And for some reason, every time things get really huge, I usually end up falling out with the bands. Not, it's not the band's fault. It's just when you're that big, tons and tons of people start to like them, and then it doesn't take long for me to find someone I hate who likes them, and I get a bad association. It's kind of weird. Follow the Leader is my favorite album, which I think that's a pretty, trying to think uh, offhand, like the big singles off that one, but I know I was still okay with Corn by that point, and I'm still okay with them now. I'm just mean I haven't heard anything from them like since then, which is quite a long time. You know what I mean? That's a big gap. And they probably make music that's very comparable to what they were making the whole time. I just I was very young when that one came out. The Life is Peachy, and it was catchy and it was good. And what is it? Freak on a Leash and Falling Away from Me are the hit ones on that. Which, yeah, both those songs are good. And what was it? There's a few others on that one that remind. I mean, they were on a lot of things too. I think of South Park was when they were on South Park, and they played "Falling Away from Me." Yeah, so yeah, and that was still super old. It's crazy. Hooked on Phonics. Dave just said you should listen to the new Korn that just came out. So yeah, like and like I said, I bet it's very comparable. And I have nothing wrong with Korn. And I know no reason to like or dislike Korn other than the fact what I have heard of them is okay. I know that I've gotten some associations with Korn, uh, oddly, just because I'm like, I get asked that a bit, and I think it's the hair. And yeah, but I don't know. I have no problem. What was I gonna say? I'd have no problem listening to Korn. I had my friend who was a bass player was from Illinois, Rockford, Illinois, whatever, Illinois, whatever. Hooked on Phonics. He said it sounds a lot like old Korn, the new one. That's kind of cool. Do you like new metal? So not in general, I wouldn't say, but I mean, it's not. I mean, there's some like back in the day when new metal was out, that's what was kind of keeping metal alive. So like a lot of people getting into metal too when you were coming out like at that time because I was young at that time. That was kind of helps what introduced you into it a little bit. You know what I mean? A lot of people's introduction to metal was grunge too, and a lot of the time that's just because that's what was coming out, and like it, it helped break the barrier. It was the only thing keeping that shit alive still. But new metal in a whole, I mean, yes and no. I'm not the biggest fan, but I don't say I hate it any more than any other genre by any means. Um, like I said, there's some Korn albums I liked. There's some System of a Down, I think is a new metal band that I liked. Their first album was really good. Uh, Everything, and then Toxicity was good. And but a lot of those bands, there was just something in the air at that time when that was still a new thing that made it really exciting and made it really good. And it's just lost a bit of that punch for whatever reason. Um, Not many bands can pull off a DJ and that stuff. What I like, Head PE. Head PE's did that new metal thing. They've switched around a lot, so I don't know if I'd still call them that, but yeah. Overall, I'd say yes. um, but yeah, I had a friend out there, and he played bass with the dude who's in Corn, and they both had crazy tunings and shit like that. So they kind of clicked, and uh, I think my friend told him like some weird stuff that he was doing in tuning wise, which is kind of cool. So I don't know. I I think every type of music should be embraced. Even if you're not a big fan of it, you should still absorb it if you're a musician and try to add it in your arsenal type thing. Anyone ever say you look like Brian Welch? No. Doesn't he run like a Welchman? Hey there. Hey, you got a puppy? You saw the puppy for just a second. Look at that puppy. That's Pitbull, German Shepherd, Rottweiler, Chow mix Shepherd right there. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Brian Welch. No. Should I look up who Brian Welch is? I've had some weird things. The number one I get told is I look like the dude from. He's the guitarist from Korn. Oh, okay. The dude with all long dreads. And see, I think that's why I get that fucking association a lot. The one I get told the most is I look like the Cat in the Hat when he's in the movie with Michael Myers and he's dressed up like a human. Uh, Not so much with my big gray beard anymore, so maybe that's a good thing. Now I'm actually looking my age. I should probably shave that off. I'll probably shave off the beard before I do my next couple bigger shows, maybe. I don't know. Don't know how I feel about the beard. I guess I am older, so might as well look that way. It just sucks when you're doing a band because like I wish I would have been younger starting off, but I know a lot now, so I guess that's good. Human Cat in the Hat, yeah, Frankie, that's what I get the most. Like from people on Facebook who leave comments and shit. It's you look like the Cat in the Hat when he's dressed up like a human. He's a stoner, which I never saw that movie. Frankie, I forgot about that scene. See, especially I used to have just the goatee, and that's when I shave. That's what I keep is just the goatee, and I guess that's what he had in the movie. And he had dreadlocks, and I can kind of see that I look a little bit similar to Michael Myers, especially when I have a butcher knife. So, yep, that's the one. That's the one. All right, I think it's about dab time because this is tasting like assholes. That's really harsh. Oh, I think it's just the resin from a dirty bowl. Yeah. Woo. All right. Oh man, it hurts my arm to do that. But yeah, I'm moving around decent. It's just getting it up. That's what she said. Oh, that's the most I think I've done it. And down. Super slow. Ah. Oh, Lonoc, I got some mac and cheese dabs. I've been seeing that mac and cheese stuff around quite a bit, especially a few months ago. So a couple months old. No, I'm just joking. um, that's another one. My girlfriend does not like quite a few of the flavors that are coming out with pot. You know what I mean? Like again, she does not like any of the gassy stuff. She doesn't like any of the garlicky stuff, any like the stuff that sounds like what is it, savory? You know what I mean? There's a lot of savory stuff coming out now that she's like, no, I don't like any of that. And then what was it? The cheese stuff, which is kind of savory too. She doesn't like any of the cheesy stuff. Because I've had some really good cheese stuff, but I've had some okay stuff that was kind of that cheesy smell too. Sometimes it's fucking insanely good. But like I said, I've just noticed that it's more how it smokes. Like right now, if I'm coughing and it tastes like that, I don't give a fuck how good the buds smell. That's what it is too. They found a way to kind of fool your nose, which for the longest time I used to trust my nose very, very much. When I'm smelling a bag of weed, there's something I can smell where I'm like, that's gonna smoke good. And it's still there a little bit. It's one of the main things that you can use. But I've had some pretty good smelling weed now, and then you go to smoke it, and it's just really harsh. Um, Dab wise, we were smoking on some Gorilla Glue that I bought. Shit, I bought it on like on the 31st of the like new year. So I've had it for what, like almost 5 months. So over 4.5 months old. I made 40 grams. So that's 10 grams a month. And I still have like 2 or 3 grams maybe. And I'm really spreading them out. Uh, just because I don't have much and I'm super broke. So I'm like, yeah, make it all last like crazy. So that's where I've been. On that note, let's do a dab. And I got a 1 gram of that crazy good rosin too. So that's 41 grams in 4.5 months. So doing pretty much 10 grams a month. And that's me really cutting back as super much as I can, which is like a gram every 3 days. And that includes these shows. So that does a bigger thing too. Some of these shows I get stoned. That was 420 too. So over 420. Classic. Try some orange Bubba. Nice hybrid. I've had some great orange stuff. And see, my girlfriend likes anything fruity. Insert joke there, I guess. No, she likes the fruitier flavors. I think she doesn't mind the mintier kind of, I guess. Or like, there's like a mint, which there is a mint, a pine. She likes more like a piney kind of flavor in her weed, which there are some really piney terps. Rocks. How old are you? Uh, how old do you guess? Getting older with the beard. I was just saying how fucking what is it? There's this weird thing. One of my favorite guys, a really big musician I was a big fan of, was a guy called Mark Sandman in the band Morphine. And he was always quite sensitive about his age. They ended up starting to get pretty decently big, and definitely he rose to most of his fame a lot older than he would have cared to have been. Uh, and he tried to avert that question. He tried to get away from it as much as possible. I rocks. I 37. See that? I just turned 35. Um, when I shave off the beard, I feel like I get a little bit younger looking just because you can't see all the grays. But I guess people like the beard too, so I get more compliments on the beard than not having the beard. So I don't know. It's a dilemma. Makes you look older, but then people think it looks good. I don't know. Fucking yeah, the beard makes you look older. Yeah, it totally does. Like I said, I'm probably gonna shave the beard, especially how gray it is. I'm probably gonna shave the beard off before I do my next big concert, just with all the fucking photos and stuff. You get it back and you're like, if I had been doing music for a fucking super long time, it'd be more like easier for me to age with dignity. But when you're just starting a band, I want to give the illusion that I'm still young and fresh and have many, many, many more years ahead of me as opposed to behind me. I feel like that sells music when you're selling a part of yourself as a front man. You know what I mean? I would love to do what I'm doing for the next 30 years or whatever, but it just doesn't look the same. It's a shame. It is what it is. We are all getting older. We're all heading that same path. And it just changes, like I said, when you're fucking getting photographed and shit. And that's when I noticed too. Also, when I was getting a little bigger, when I was gaining some weight, that's the first time I noticed it was I was getting all these pictures back. Like, ah, damn, I gained some weight. So now I don't. And now I don't. Rocks, do you remember me from streams before? Uh, Perhaps the name is not super duper familiar, but I hope that you're on there from before. I hope. How long has it been, and how stoned was I, and how many times did you go on? Because I get a lot of people over the years when you're doing a stream every Saturday. I have no clue what number this is. Like, I lost count such a long time ago. It would take me a minute to go through and really find out what number this is. I wish I would have kept that it's um, but I started doing like live streams on other days other than Saturday, and I still called it Shatterdaze. Shatterdaze 420, I think I did this week. So I'm like, it kind of got blurred together. Ooh. Eh. Lona, this mac and cheese I have is like tree sap, like hard glass. See, I've had that, and sometimes it's good. I've had it where, like, literally, no matter what I do, it just like shards into a million fucking pieces, and I'm like, I don't love this. Uh, I mean, sometimes it's good. Back in the day, I used to kind of associate that with being pretty good, and how clear it is too. Those were big things with um, shatter that I thought meant it was good. And I noticed it usually means it was purged pretty well, which is a big part of it. Rocks, I love your streams. I've tuned in for 10 times maybe. That's cool. I think the first time was almost 2 years ago. So yeah, I just the time passes and I get stoned, but I mean no offense. So it's great to have you back with us. I try to do that every Saturday, but like I said, actually, I'm surprised I'm doing one today. I'm pretty sore, and yesterday was a show day, and I went to a concert after my show, so double concert day, and spent a lot of energy, is what it is. And today I've spent no energy. So, cheers, everybody. Here's a dab from me to you, old and new. That rhymed unintentionally. Cheers, everybody. That's everything I have covered in cat hair. I have a good guess why everything I have is covered in cat hair. had, so I let him on the fucking table. Well. Frankie, wish I had found your channel sooner. Cheers, Lona. Still got ripping. There we go. That's better. I have not been very active on the channel, and that was my fault. So, and also I am now kind of like pretty much shadow banned from this channel and fucking like, yeah. I was pretty much told by YouTube, they're like, yeah, we will let you continue to make content, but you are no longer like recommended to anybody, and they're like recommended videos and shit like that. So it's been a little hard gaining viewers, but it's had a nice number. I noticed once you get to like 100 fucking viewers on your live streams, you can't get a real conversation, man. It gets really weird. But yeah, this way, if you ever have any questions, I'm gonna answer it, and I see it. I see everything. Rocks. YouTube is so stupid. I mean, for this, it really is. But I was just talking about that too, where pot's legal. Anyway, cheers. Hold up. I'll cheers you to the YouTube is stupid. I'll agree with that. Although I've had really good friends made through. Cheers to YouTube in the sense that I've done that. Love-hate relationship. I'll give it that. Whoo! Dango, tell you what, man. Whoo! It's like we're all one big individual, man. Whoo! Anyway, but yeah. So YouTube, love, hate. I forget what I was saying right there. I'll throw you back a little. But I have a love-hate relationship with YouTube. I'm pretty much banned, but not. Oh, it's twisted. What's going down? Not much. Doing good. I'm doing pretty good. Kind of dying from a hit from a dab. Just got me dabbing on some Gorilla Glue wax, which not my best, but Aaron. Hey Venom, what's poppin'? Glad to see a stream. Catch a stream. Yeah, fucking it's not many times in life you say you want to catch a stream, huh? No, just checking. Clean my quartz so I could do a dab off the first dab, final dab of the night. Final first. Sorry, apparently I'm fucking about at my final dab of the night. Almost 11. I got work in the morning. But it's good to see you guys. I'm glad you guys turned out. I'm glad this thing is actually working, and hopefully you're getting a decently smooth stream. I'm doing a bunch of shit on my computer at the same time. So nabbed a new rig. She's a Milk Ball by Rick Bird Berry. I think I'm like 90% sure I follow that dude on Instagram and would know it as soon as I see it. And you've been pressing your own flower rosin, and I got about a gram of this Do-si-do. Do-si-dos is another one I've been seeing quite a bit. I know one thing I'm kind of happy about when I do grow my pot I've got right now. I got 6 little clones. I don't think I've shared that with you guys. But yeah, I went to some concerts too. So, I mean, I haven't took a picture in a while. But I got my first room. So those were, do I have one where it's not? Yeah, there we go. I got what? There it is. So that's the first. I did 6 seeds, got 6 clones, got 6 plants that I am hoping to turn into mothers to set up a huge clone. I'm gonna get a big clone, big germinator. I'm thinking about one of the aeroponics ones. So I don't know. I'm thinking I don't know which one I'm gonna do exactly, but I wouldn't mind like an aeroponics cloner, just a big ass unit for like, and just always have like 30 clones on me at all times. So I'm constantly just taking little snips of stuff and cloning it out. But Aaron, hell yeah, those look promising. Um, all I need is really one mega mother. You know what I mean? One that's a really strong one to clone because that's what you want. Like there's one that's like really small in there compared. It's funny they go clockwise from small to big, and it's even more of a difference now that they've grown bigger. That's like a week ago, so I mean they've gotten quite a bit bigger, and it's funny how they go. But the smallest one, even if it bounces back and I can grow some good weed out of it, or it's I don't even know which ones are male or female yet. They're regular seeds that I got. They're the most expensive seeds I've ever had too. $100 for those 6 fucking seeds. So, but I really like who I got them through. Although, of course, as soon as I got them, like a month later, like right now, just like a week ago, I found out some stuff about the grower where he's no longer affiliated with the other growers who got me introduced to him. So I'm like, oh, just a bit of a letdown. But anyway, it's Tropical Blizzard from Green Shock Farms, and I'm super excited for it. I just, like I said, life just always ends up giving me a little kick in the nuts sometimes. But all I need is one super mother, clone it out, and I want to keep a room for just holding on to that mother forever. And once it needs to be replaced, I'll probably take that plant and just clone it to death, which I hate doing. But just clone it all over, take the plant, clear out the pot, reset one of the plants in there, mother it, plant. I just want to keep it forever. That's the goal. Um, I was gonna do that last time and just let them drop the ball with this. My arm really set me back, and my work set me back, and everything is gonna set you back. And joining a new band and this and that, and but at the end of the day, I'm just trying again. That's all you can do, you know, till I can't do it anymore. But I have great help and great people in my life, so that's helping a lot right now for me to do. Oh man, that's some resin. I'll let you guys see the gigantic fucking turd that I'm about to drop out of this thing. Oh, my arm. It's good arm exercise, I guess, just holding it out. Look at that solid clunk clam. 2 chunk resin. There you go. Yeah, you see that? That's appetizing, huh? So that's why that last hit I took, I'm like, fuck, I died, dude. I'm like, well, yeah, no shit. You just smoke like fucking pure resin, is what that was that I just smoked the last time. Because I'm like, this pot was actually pretty good. I'm smoking on some white runts, and I'm like, you know what? For the price and for what I've been getting recently, crap, uh, it was really good. So I'm like, yeah, this is trash. Yeah, really a little too hot on that one. All right, but I wanted a nice, fresh, clean bowl, even though it's old as fuck. But it's nice to have a clean bowl, especially one that's that old. All right, bam. Sometimes these things clean very nicely on their own. Looks like I torched it a little, scorched it a little, but it has the right amount of like heat in the room and moisture where, like I said, it just like plopped out in one thing. Then other times it's like rock hard stuck to the fucking walls and you can scrape it and scrape it. You have to like boil it in goddamn rubbing alcohol. It's just funny. All right. Lona, I finally got rid of the fungus gnats I had. I'm happy they're gone. Yeah, that's really good, dude. Hopefully whatever you had luck with was, I mean, well, it worked. So obviously, good luck. Whatever you did, awesome. I've had every problem at least once, including gnats. I didn't really get rid of my problem. I think I just fucking had to get rid of my shit. Sprayed it with stuff. Actually, no, I kind of did. Sprayed it with stuff, and then I put a layer. It was when I was growing with dirt, and I put a layer of hydroton rock pellets stuff, clay pellets, over the dirt, so there wasn't. And then I increased my fan flow, and then it kind of took care of itself. But it sucked. And it was another time that I just kind of gave up on what I was doing. I got overwhelmed in the rest of my life, and my grow went to shit. Had a lot of bad grows, and that's why I kind of stopped doing it because I'm like, well, apparently I'm too busy to do it, and no one was buying, and yada yada. Twisted, how long did it take you to grow out your locks? Right now, these fucking things that are fucking like not even in the screen anymore. Fucking like 7 years, almost 8 now. Yeah, like 8 years. Because in 2013, I was buzzed. So, Aaron. Okay, course is clean. Dab time for Aaron. Hell yeah. And Frankie, I need to get into dabbing. Dabbing is if who was it who's been Aaron. Uh he's dabbing up some homegrown hair. He's like pressing his own fucking rosin. And I'm guessing that he grew his own flower too. That's when you're like, okay, uh, that's all I want to do. My homie, who his wife is having a baby, just, I mean, I'm shocked that she hasn't had the baby yet. I thought she would. She's got to be having this baby any day, um, and it's their first kid. And I'm fingers crossed that everything's awesome, because every it's just finger so super big thing there. And then he's kind of holding off on a lot of things. Careful, buddy. Careful. Where you going? Where are you doing? But so he's not really growing right now. Also was gonna get a dab press, like a nice one. He has some cash. Unlike me. Hey kitty, that's the cutest thing ever. He's giving you all he's rubbing his face on you on the camera. That was adorable. Oh, they're all here. Oh, they're all here. Oh, they're all here. But yeah. So when he gets back into it, he's gonna be pressing out a lot of flour that he grows, and I'm gonna be using his press, and then I want to kind of exchange out and see whose stuff is kind of turning out better. So it's always no money with us. We just kind of exchange, which is cool. He's one of the oldest best friends I know, and I want to get him on the show. Right? Isn't it as adorable with all the cats? All right. So Lona, mosquito bites and sticky traps got rid of them. Oh, that's cool. I don't I don't understand the mosquito bites part. I'm guessing that's something. Twisted. My girlfriend's a hairstylist. I want to get the locks. I just got to muster up the courage. They are a little painful, and then they're damn near permanent. When they're short, though, you could always just shave them off. That's why a big thing that was, for me, pretty easy, because there's a cute kitty. Because that was cute that they came up here and then chilled out. That's perfect. The perfect amount right there. But I was already shaving my hair all the time, so I'm like, what's the big deal? If I hate them, I'll just fucking shave them off. It won't be that big of a deal. They'll be there and gone. So I say go to a hairstylist who knows what they're doing if you're not going to install them yourself, which I kind of suggest if you have no idea what you're doing, going to a hairstylist because the one in Denver, what is it? It's like 75 bucks an hour. And I've seen them do full installations and not like maybe like 7 hours, less than that, maybe like 5 hours. And they usually get two people. So it's more than 75. It's probably like 120 bucks or something. They probably give you a discount for having two people. So like 120 bucks an hour and they'll have it done for you in like 5 hours. And that sounds a little high to me even. So I don't know what their rates are, but it's not as insane. And because also it matters if you have short hair, they can probably get you done in like an hour and a half. No, probably like 2 hours because the initial dreads probably take a minute. But it matters how short. You can start at like 6 inches or to like 7 inches, and it's not too bad. If your girl's a hairstylist and she does them in any way, then you're set. But yeah, I say you can always share them, just shave them. All right, Aaron, it's not homegrown, but it often indoor grown hand trimmed from a legal straight state. Uh, wait, yes, I did, and it's fire in and fire out pressing it. I'm guessing the rosin. See, and then if you're dabbing rosin, dude, and you know where it came from, that's how it needs to be done. It's just so much better for you health wise. Frankie, or did you just freeform for the free and you don't care how they look? Or just freeform them for free if you don't care how they look. I mean, some people, it's not everybody can do that with their type of hair by any means, and it matters what look you're going for. I tried to keep mine somewhat nice looking just because I didn't want the stereotype always of like, oh, fucking dirty, fucked up dreads, you know? Twisted, I think I might try it. I just don't. I didn't think about it like that, but yeah, if you don't like them, you can just shave them off. Yeah, especially when they're short. So you can install them pretty short, like I said. Like you can get your. It matters how fast your hair grows. My hair grows pretty fucking fast, which I also knew. So I'm like, dude, my hair grows fast, and I literally almost buzzed my hair before. It was pretty fucking short. So I'm like, it's uh it's not that huge of a difference, you know what I mean? So I'm like, not much to lose. But anyway, I'm gonna hit this bowl a few times. I think we're gonna call it an evening because it is 11:11, and I had a really long night, and I have to sleep really well, and then go right to work in the morning. And yeah, so and after I get done with these, I always have to fucking get stoned, or I'm always stoned already, and I have to get some fucking food in me, even if I've already eaten right before this show. I'm like, eh. Although I've only had a couple bowls, I'm pretty short on weed, like uncomfortably short. So, Aaron, yeah, my course is coming, cooling right now. Cheers, y'all. Yeah, yep. Cheers. On that note, I try to at least mention everyone on there. Aaron, Twisted, Frankie, Lonock. Cheers to all you guys, and anyone else who wants to chime in. Cheers, guys. Classic. Kenzie was here tonight. Peppermint was here tonight. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Lona. Cheers, cheers. Catch my breath. Wondering what my heart rate is. 84. I got a cool watch. I think I showed you guys last time. Of course, I won't do it. It's just like the Fitbit one. But anyway, neat watch because it's the Star Trek face and keeps track of my heartbeat and shit, which I needed to do. But that just made me think. I'm like, I don't get big heartbeat doing the show. I'm always super comfortable because you guys are always so awesome. There's Kenzie. Kenzie's still with us. I think I said Kenzie. I made sure to give you a shout out. Everyone who I can think of. I miss Liam. I hope Liam is okay wherever Liam's at. Liam, cheers. Kenzie, I've been here the whole time. I'm just gaming on my other screen, which I kind of saw now how it works, and I am here. So, is that your screen over there? Is that the screen? Is it over here? Is it right here? There are people over here. Feel like is it there? It is. It might be over here though. I don't know. Double screens are cool if you do shit like that. See, that's kind of what I want to do. And I have two screens in here, but the laptop's over here, big screen's over there. This computer sucks. Although it made it through this. You're on my left, gaming on my right. So the other one, right? So it's this one. So I need to be over here. Johnny has 3 screens, which is a nerd. So you're a fucking nerd. The people I know who always have that too, like my girlfriend's brother and stuff like that. And there's a couple other things. Like I said, I've gotten to the point where I could probably do 2 screens pretty easy and actually use them like right now, where I'm doing 2 things at once, which is I'm surprised my computer made it through it. But people are like multiple screens. Usually if like they work from home and they also game, and then like it's when you stack shit up, I guess. But usually they work from home or like they can do their work. And like I said, that's kind of how I'm getting. I just spent hours and hours editing videos. It'd be great to be able to do it in a way that like was cool. I don't know. What was it gaming too? When I was playing games and streaming and doing other shit, it'd be great to have. Yeah, PC gamers are the ones who need multiple pages. Although I don't know exactly why. Because like, can you have it? Maybe you could have your inventory up always in a different screen. Rocks, cheers. Yeah, I'm guessing that's it. But anyway, it's late. I thought I would have time to do more gaming shit, but I had to go straight back to work as soon as I got done recovering. Literally like 3 days, 2 days before like I went back to work full time. I couldn't even like stand up straight or get my arm like to move anything. I couldn't like lift. It was dead. Couldn't move it without my. It was 100% dead. So I'm like, fuck, man. And then fortunately, oh, yep, it's definitely time. The old light just turned off. We'll get nice and cozy in here for everybody, and we'll take a rip and we'll call it a night. Oh yeah, this is nice. It's nice to get the old lights on. Oh, there we go. Oh, we got one more big light. Boom. There we go. But you know what? To be 100% honest, this doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look great because I'm in here. No, I'm just joking. But for being pretty dark, this is how my streams would look if I had almost no lights, pretty much. It's going off 0 light, but that's not bad. Fortunately, I got a halfway decent thing. Looks cozy. It's a little bit smoother, a little bit better. Let's fix that over since the panda kind of knocked it over. That's better. This is how it would look. I mean, it'd probably be better for my headache. I just always figured more light you have, the more professional it looks. And I try to make this shit look super professional because I'm laying down some really important shit, you know? Like everything everything's gonna be okay, dude. I'm here. It's all right. It's all right, guy. It's all right, buddy. It's pretty much I guess the best I got to offer you is my companionship and hopes for a better future, one and all, for now. But I'm fried, so don't ask me. I'm on painkillers, tired, had a rough night, getting a little shaggy. We'll see you guys here soon. Let's rip this bong. See if you can actually see some smoke now. I have this weird theory that you can't see the weed smoke because of how many lights there in here. A little bit more. Ah, yeah, coziness. Got the coziness. But yeah, life has been okay. I've been super positive in a lot of ways. I'm surrounded by love and good things. I have a good family, and when I go to bed at night, I have a bunch of cats and a dog and someone there I care a lot about, and I love all them, and I just like charge my batteries every night with like cuteness. And I have two kitties. Yep, see, without even looking, I just reach out and touch the cuteness, and I charge up with that shit. So, yeah, and I got you guys. Did you hear him sneeze? Uh, have a good night, everybody. I love this little band of stoners. Yeah, that's what it is. It's just we're in the digital age, and you got to find homies a little bit differently now. But you guys are definitely all my homies, and it's very easy and great to do this. So, cheers. We got one more in it, perhaps per se in the bong, and I'm gonna fucking eat some junk food, which is as junk food as I can afford to eat, which consists of like banana homemade ice cream, nice cream they call it, and something else. I don't know. Twisted. Stay safe, everyone. I'll see you next Saturday. I believe so. Although, what is the date for next Saturday? Real quick. But yes, I'm guessing so because that's just how it goes. Let's see. Next Saturday is the 30th. I don't think I have anything for the 30th. Think I'm good for the rest of the week. I just have a bunch of shows lined up, and I'm terrible about keeping up to date with them sometimes. I know on the 13th and the 14th, God, it's some shit like that. No, at the 23rd or the 23rd and the 24th. God damn. I have shows. Next Saturday is the 30th. Yeah. I think I'll be here. So hopefully I'll be here. I've been doing more late shows, but that's kind of been working out to catch people. I need to go on a really early show one of these Saturdays so I can see if Liam is out because I miss Liam. He's our friend from Ireland, and there's a bunch of people. Whoever's not on here now, but I used to be on here back in the day. Cheers to you. That's who this goes out to. All our old friends, all the way from back in elementary school. That one friend you never knew what happened to and doesn't even go on Facebook and you question if he's alive. Goes out to him. Well, that's a wrap. Well, till next time, everybody. Be sure to take it easy, keep it keefy. Subscribe if you want to see when I do other crap. Check out Condemned to Burn and all that crap because that support's super appreciated. Peace out, Twisted. Peace out, everybody. Have a good night. Laters, guys.